Hey, brothers and sisters, I bring you greetings. It's yours truly, DJ B Bop Brown, back at you with another episode of the Bop Tizzle, coming to you live right now, man. My spiritual journey, giving you my testimony about what I see right now and what I witness walking with the Most High. Also, want to give a big shout out to all my fam right now checking in from India. Want to give a big shout out to all my folks down in Brazil, and definitely, man, all my folks in Jamaica, man. I truly appreciate the comments. Also, if you're new to the channel, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Also, you can also hit me up a comment. Let's share some ideas. You can also share your testimonies with me. All that is welcome. I love the feedback, and we can also go back and forth, man. Like minds need to share ideas right now. So check it out, folks, man. Right now, the time of year right now that we're going through is Halloween season. Halloween season is one of the pagan holidays that basically kicks off the rituals. To me, it's one of the most evilest days of the year. It's when Satan and his demonic foes are really rampant and running loose. In the times that we're living in right now, we're living in days where a lot of people truly glorify Halloween. We're living in times where people are really worshiping evil. And as I'm bringing you this broadcast, I just found out that there was a tragedy that struck over in South Korea, where you had almost 10,000 people that was out celebrating festivities for the Halloween weekend. And what happened? Satan, demonic activity, struck. Over 150 people have been killed, and over 150 people have been injured. And this is all celebrating Halloween. Now let's stop and think about it. How awful would it be to lose your life in a demon costume? How awful would it be to lose your life in a witch costume? How awful would it be to lose your life in a zombie costume? I hear glorifying and celebrating darkness, tempting with demonic activity. See, I've always found and always heard an old cliche that say, when you look for trouble, you find it. And that's what happens when we go out and we try to celebrate these demonic pagan holidays like Halloween, that ushers in the pagan holidays. It's just the beginning. You're going to hear about a lot of things that's going to be occurring over this Halloween weekend. It's going to be a lot of evil that's going to be happening because it's the tension in the air is so thick. If you're caught up right now with the Most High, you can feel it. You can feel the demonic energy when you go out because it fights against you. It fights against you. See, why everyone right now is caught up in the fun and wanting to dress up and wanted to idolize Halloween. See, the spiritual mind that we see through that, we try to stay far away from it. And that's one thing that we need to do this weekend. Stay far away from all the activities, from the parties, from all the functions, from the get-togethers. Turn your lights off. Don't allow no one to come to your house talking about no trick-or-treating. Definitely do not allow your children to dress up and participate in Halloween. I have younger kids. I have a 6-year-old and I have an 11-year-old. I also have a 15-year-old daughter. And my children know off rip. It ain't no Halloween, man. We're not celebrating no demonic activities. We're not giving Satan no type of reverence, not in this household. Because see, for me and my house, we shall serve the Lord. We're going to serve God. And by serving God, that means being obedient to his laws, his statutes, and his commandments. And God has told us many times not to flirt with evil. Do not flirt and be tempted by evil. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and go to the word and see what the word actually says about stuff like this. Let's go to 1 Corinthians 10. We're going to read the 21st verse, and it says, you cannot drink the cup of the Lord and the cup of demons. You cannot partake of the table of the Lord and the table of demons. See what that's saying? If you serving God, you can't serve Satan. You got to choose one. You can't serve both. See, either you're going to love one or hate the other. Like, you cannot serve both. So when it comes to us out here, and especially I see a lot of churches. Oh, this is awful. I pass by and I see a lot of churches packed with all the pumpkins. You got the pumpkins and you're calling it something different, and maybe not calling it Halloween. But the fact is, you're still celebrating a demonic day. The Day of the Dead. This is a pagan holiday, a Celtic holiday that we definitely shouldn't be celebrating. And I know I'm not going to be celebrating because the demonic activity, when you flirt with temptation, you truly are on demon time. You truly are on demon time. Let's see what the word says. I'm gonna go to some more of these scriptures. I like to hit you with these scriptures so you actually see what God is saying. Let's go to 3rd John. Let's go to the 1st chapter, the 11th verse says, "Beloved, do not imitate evil, but imitate good. Whoever does good is from God. Whoever does evil has not seen God." And see, us with the spiritual minded, we have felt God. We have felt God's presence. And we understand that God has laws. God has statutes. And we have to be obedient. I mean, it's almost like knowing that death is around the corner and yet you flirt with it. That's what we do with Halloween. That's death, the Day of the Dead. It's 156 young lives that have been taken away simply because they wanted to have fun celebrating Halloween. They wanted to dress up. It's families right now who are IDing their children, who are in costumes, who are dressed like the dead and are dead now. Family, we cannot play with evil and think that it's not a price to pay. See, Satan is the author of kill, steal, and destroy. And he's still doing it. He's still good at this game, and it's not going to stop. In days like Halloween, when we are worshiping, when we're worshiping evil, the entities and the darkness and the principalities that come upon us is strong. And if you're not caught up, if you're not prayed up, if you don't have that whole armor on you, ooh, anything can happen. Anything. Chosen, you can feel it. Right now, while you listening to me, you probably saying to yourself, you know what, he's right, because these last couple of days, it's been strange. I mean, for myself, it's been almost horrible. It's almost been like a nightmare. Everything that you can possibly think of bad has happened. But thank God, man, I'm still here. Thank God I'm still sane. I'm not going to give in to the temptation, because I know what it is. Oh, thank God I know what it is now. I can understand what it is. So by me understanding what it is and recognizing what it is, I feel like I want to share with my loved ones and to my community. Let's not partake into this Halloween drama. Let's be careful about these pagan holidays, period. Let's be careful about Halloween. Let's be careful about Thanksgiving. Let's be careful about Christmas. Do you wonder sometimes why during this time of year, this is always the time of year when a lot of people wind up dying? A lot of family members lose a lot of people during this time of year. I know when I was growing up, they always say, around this time of year, boy, people always leave before the new year comes. Why? It's because of the festivities that we partake in, the pagan festivities, the rituals. These are rituals. These are sacrifices. Read your word. Don't take my word for it. Don't think that this is just Bop just giving you my opinion. Read the word of God for yourself. Study to show yourself approved. It's just my testimony to you, to y'all, for you to understand what I'm seeing and what I'm witnessing with my spiritual eyes. Stay away from it. Don't do it. Don't partake in it. Right now is definitely not the time. The darkness that's out there right now is so thick and so deep. The way people are loving and idolizing sin is so strong. This conjugates the demons. This is what allowed the sin to fester and grow like a cancer and spread like a virus. And when you celebrating days like Halloween, oh man, look what's going on for yourselves. Just Google South Korea stampede. People out celebrating Halloween, young kids, tens of thousands packed in a little alley. And let me tell you, the weird thing about it is the same thing that happened to them was the same thing that happened to the folks at the Travis Scott concert. The same thing, that demonic wave, that demonic jolt. It's the force, it's darkness. Man, we gotta stay caught up, man. You gotta stay away from that kind of stuff. I pray, man, my heart goes out to those families. But to us chosen, to us that we still have our families and our kids, do not let them partake in Halloween. Do not let them go out trick-or-treating. Why would you allow them to go to it? My mama never allowed me to go trick-or-treat. She just didn't. During my time, when I was growing up, people was putting razor blades in candy. So my mama and daddy definitely wasn't with it. And on top of that, like my mama used to say, why would I allow you to go to a stranger's house for candy? Why? What sense does that make? Celebrating the day of evil. Celebrating the day of evil. Family, once again, do not let your family members and the people you love partake in Halloween. Allow this weekend to be a weekend that you actually sit on your hands. Maybe this is the weekend when you decide to read a good book, or you want to do more studying in the Word, or you want to just start something different. Just do something besides going to any functions, any gatherings, any parties. Avoid going to haunted houses. Now listen, I used to love going to haunted houses. I stay here in Florida, man. Universal Studios, Halloween Horror, Tampa, Hollow Scream. I used to tear them up. I would tear them up, but not no more, man. I stay away from that kind of stuff now. I stay, especially right now, during this time period that we're living in right now, where this demonic energy is so thick, so strong. The portals have been opened. The portals have been opened and have released demonic forces that we haven't seen in over 1,000 years, almost close to biblical times. Remember me telling you that. It's going to get a lot worse. This is just the beginning. And who knows what else to come this weekend? This is just the start of it. It started with South Korea. Who knows what else to come this weekend? It's more tragedy to come. Let's stay prayed up, family. Let's stay obedient. Let's put on that whole armor so we stay protected. Let's protect ourselves and our loved ones. The Most High got us, man. Let's stay obedient. I appreciate y'all taking the time to rock out with your homie. Make sure that you like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Also, drop me some comments, and I definitely will hit you back. Family, I love you. Until the next time, y'all stay safe. Peace.